Picture this. Floyd Mayweather walks into his training gym, sweat dripping, ready for another brutal session. But while everyone else is focused on his legendary footwork, there's a green and yellow flash on his wrist that's worth more than most luxury cars. This isn't just any watch. It's a piece designed for Olympic-level speed that somehow found its way into the collection of boxing's most notorious spender. The story of how Floyd acquired this ultra-rare Richard Mille reveals just how insane his watch obsession really is. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more exciting stuff. Number 10. Richard Mille RM 59-01. Yohan Blake. Speed on the track and flash in the ring somehow meet in the Richard Mille RM 59-01 Tourbillon. Yohan Blake, a piece that Floyd Mayweather proudly calls his own. This watch was crafted specifically for Jamaican sprint legend Yohan Blake, and its design makes that clear the second it's in view. The dial is crossed by neon green grille bridges, a nod to the spikes Blake wore as he exploded off starting blocks. The design is so sharp and dynamic, it looks like it's built for motion, even when sitting still on a wrist. Unlike most of Mayweather's collection, this isn't a watch dripping in diamonds. Yet that doesn't hold back its value. The RM 5901 carries a staggering price tag of $620,000, proof that brilliance isn't always about jewels. Only 50 pieces were ever produced worldwide, locking this watch into the realm of ultra-rarity. It's the kind of exclusivity that instantly turns heads in both horology and sports circles. For Mayweather, it has become a go-to piece. He's been spotted wearing it everywhere, during grueling training sessions, and even while relaxing courtside at basketball games. To him, it's casual wear, though casual takes on a very different meaning when the watch in question costs well over $500,000. The green and yellow accents keep it bold and unmistakable, a color combination that pays tribute to Jamaica without relying on a single diamond to shine. That alone makes it one of the most unique pieces in Floyd's collection. And when someone like Mayweather can call a six-figure limited edition watch his casual choice, it raises a serious question about what happens once diamonds finally get added into the mix. Number 9. Hublot King Power WBC Emerald. Floyd Mayweather's 2015 win over Manny Pacquiao wasn't just about the richest fight in boxing history. It also came with one of the flashiest trophies outside the ring. After his victory in the fight of the century at the MGM Grand, Mayweather was handed the Hublot King Power WBC Emerald, a timepiece that screams excess in every detail. This wasn't some off-the-shelf luxury watch. Hublot's CEO, Jean-Claude Beaver, personally oversaw the design, turning it into a glittering tribute to the night Mayweather secured his place in boxing legend. The watch itself is an icy spectacle. Its king gold case is paved entirely with diamonds, giving it the kind of sparkle that outshines most jewelry collections. Around the bezel sit Baguette-cut emeralds, their vivid green echoing the unmistakable hue of the WBC championship belt. It's a perfect nod to Mayweather's undefeated streak, which ended at 50-0, cementing his reputation as one of the sport's greatest. Now, putting a price tag on a gift like this is tricky, but numbers speak volumes. Previous WBC edition Hublots have sold for a staggering $1 million each. Floyd's custom piece, loaded with extra diamonds and emeralds, comfortably sits north of $650,000, a thank you that only boxing royalty could command. He's been seen flaunting it at press conferences and events, proof that this isn't a watch destined for a safe. This King Power WBC Emerald is more than a reminder of one fight. It's a glittering symbol of dominance, extravagance, and a career built on perfection. And yet, in Mayweather's collection, it's far from the most outrageous piece waiting to be unveiled. Number 8. Richard Mille RM11 Philippe Massa Custom. Exclusivity takes center stage with Floyd Mayweather's Richard Mille RM11 Philippe Massa, a watch that started as a racing-inspired masterpiece and ended as a diamond-loaded spectacle. The original RM11 was already a six-figure machine, built in honor of Formula One driver Felipe Massa. But for Mayweather, owning a standard version was far too ordinary, so he handed it over to Jadel Jewelry in Beverly Hills, where famed jeweler Peter Marco gave it a full makeover worthy of boxing royalty. The transformation was nothing short of dazzling. Baguette-cut diamonds were meticulously set across the case, pushing the RM11 into a league where timekeeping almost feels secondary. The official price, listed politely as on request. A discreet way of saying this watch is for buyers who don't ask about numbers. But given that a standard RM11 already costs well into six figures, this diamond-soaked version lands comfortably in the seven-figure range, making it one of the most extravagant custom Richard Milles ever seen. For Mayweather, this isn't a safe-locked treasure. He's been spotted wearing the RM11 Philippe Massa in nightclubs, high-profile parties, and exclusive events, flaunting its brilliance under flashing lights. It's a watch that doesn't whisper wealth. It shouts it across the room. What makes this piece even more striking is the balance between the RM11's original motorsport DNA and the unapologetic excess of custom diamonds. It's both an engineering marvel and a jewelry powerhouse, a watch that perfectly mirrors Mayweather's own brand of speed, precision, and unstoppable flash. And while this piece already hits the $1 million mark, the next one in his collection takes extravagance to an even larger scale. Number 7. Pristine Jewelers, the Goliath. When Floyd Mayweather wanted a watch that would silence any competition, he turned to New York's Diamond District, home to the masters at Pristine Jewelers. The result was a piece so outrageous it was named the Goliath. The concept was simple: pack in as many diamonds as humanly possible, and the execution left nothing untouched. This colossal creation boasts a massive rose gold case, but the metal is almost invisible beneath a flood of stones. Pristine set an estimated 140 carats of baguette-cut diamonds across the case, dial, and bracelet, turning every inch into a glittering wall of light. On Mayweather's wrist, the watch doesn't just shine, it blinds, reflecting like shards of shattered glass, but in the priciest way imaginable. The cost of such excess is shrouded in discretion, but experts place its value between $500,000 and $1 million. That's a staggering range for a single timepiece, though in Floyd's world, it's simply another wrist accessory. He was spotted picking up the Goliath in New York City, drawing the kind of attention reserved for Hollywood red carpets. The name couldn't be more fitting. Just like the biblical giant it's named after, the Goliath towers over nearly everything else in Mayweather's collection in terms of sheer presence. It's less of a watch and more of a portable diamond vault, designed to dominate every room it enters. And while covering a timepiece in 140 carats might seem like the ultimate statement, Mayweather wasn't finished. The next piece in his collection shifts from pure ice to a full spectrum of color, pushing extravagance into an entirely new direction. Number 6. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Rainbow. The legendary Audemars Piguet Royal Oak is already one of the most coveted watches in the world. But Floyd Mayweather isn't one to settle for something ordinary. His version is the Royal Oak Rainbow, a completely customized piece created by celebrity jeweler Eric de Jeweler. This isn't an official AP release. It's a one-off chandelier of gemstones, transformed into one of the most extravagant aftermarket editions ever seen. Every surface is drenched in color. Diamonds and multicolored sapphires blanket the bezel, dial, bracelet, and even the crown. The result is a watch so striking that even seasoned collectors have mistaken it for a secret Audemars Piguet factory design. At first glance, it's hard to believe that this is simply Mayweather's personal vision of what the Royal Oak should look like, an explosion of rainbow brilliance on the wrist. The price tag is where things get even more staggering. A regular gold Royal Oak already commands a solid six-figure price. But Mayweather's Rainbow Edition isn't just a base model. It's loaded with hundreds of hand-set sapphires and diamonds, pushing it comfortably into the seven-figure range. For context, some aftermarket rainbow pieces can eclipse the $1 million mark, making Floyd's timepiece another entry in his ever-growing list of seven-figure indulgences. What makes this watch so captivating is the balance of legendary design and unapologetic excess. The Royal Oak has long been a symbol of refined luxury, but in Mayweather's hands, it becomes a kaleidoscope of wealth, color, and pure attention-grabbing power. This Rainbow Royal Oak doesn't simply tell time. It tells a story of a man who always insists on more sparkle, more flash, and more spectacle than anyone else in the room. Number 5. Pristine Jewelers, One of One. For his 48th birthday in 2025, Floyd Mayweather didn't settle for cake or champagne. He ordered a watch that no one else on earth could own. The result was the Pristine Jewelers One of One, a custom timepiece carrying a jaw-dropping price tag of $1.8 million. he was seen picking it up in New York's Diamond District, flanked by heavy security and an entourage, as if the watch itself was a crown jewel. Created by Pristine's Avi Davidov and Ophir Ben Shimon, this masterpiece was designed to be exactly what the name promises, the only one of its kind. Its most staggering feature? An estimated 145 carats of diamonds covering every visible surface. The case, the bracelet, even the smallest link sparkle so intensely that the watch could light up a room on its own. This wasn't just a birthday indulgence. It was also timed to mark the launch of Mayweather's new business venture, cementing it as both a personal and professional milestone. The symbolism runs deep. If the perfect luxury watch doesn't already exist, then have it created and make sure it stands alone in the world. The one of one isn't about subtlety or tradition. It's about dominance, about walking into any space and ensuring that every head turns before the hour hand does. It's the ultimate flex in a collection already filled with million-dollar timepieces. For Mayweather, who thrives on exclusivity, this watch captures his entire philosophy in diamonds. There's wealth, there's luxury, and then there's owning something so unique that no one else can ever touch it. And yet, unbelievably, his next acquisition pushes the limits even further. Number 4. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Full Baguette. The Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Full Baguette is where watchmaking precision collides with unapologetic extravagance, and Floyd Mayweather owns one straight from the factory. Unlike many of his custom creations, this piece didn't need any aftermarket touch. It was already engineered to dazzle by the masters at Audemars Piguet themselves. The watch is completely gem-set, with a staggering 474 baguette-cut diamonds across the case and bracelet, weighing in at around 47.2 carats. Even the dial wasn't spared, featuring 116 additional baguette diamonds serving as hour markers. This isn't a watch sprinkled with gems. It's a full storm of brilliance, where every angle throws light back in blinding fashion. The price tag reflects that excess. Straight from AP, the Royal Oak Offshore Full Baguette carries a retail of $1.9 million. For Mayweather, it's more than jewelry. It's proof that his collection isn't just about custom modifications, but also about owning the most elite, factory-delivered pieces Swiss horology has to offer. When he wears it, the effect is instant. Every flick of the wrist sends a cascade of reflections across the room, an unspoken flex against anyone rocking even the most respected steel or gold models. For collectors, the Offshore Full Baguette is as much a status symbol as it is a mechanical masterpiece, blending Audemars Piguet's technical prowess with the kind of gemstone artistry that borders on jewelry sculpture. In Mayweather's lineup, this watch stands as a reminder that sometimes the most powerful statement comes directly from the source, no customization required. And yet, for his birthday, he went even further, treating himself to a timepiece that raises the bar once again. Number 3. Jacob & Co. Rainbow Tourbillon. The Jacob & Co. Rainbow Tourbillon takes extravagance to a level where luxury turns into spectacle, and Floyd Mayweather owns one of the finest examples ever produced. With a case measuring a bold 47.5 millimeters in 18-karat white gold, the metal almost disappears under a flood of gemstones. This isn't a simple diamond watch. It's a kaleidoscope on the wrist. Every surface is drenched in brilliance. The case, dial, and bracelet together carry 416 diamonds, arranged with a full spectrum of colored stones to achieve Jacob & Co.'s signature rainbow effect. The result is a hypnotic blaze of color that shifts with every movement, making the watch a wearable light show. But beneath the spectacle lies serious horological firepower. At the center sits a tourbillon mechanism, a feature coveted by collectors for its mechanical complexity and precision. This detail makes the Rainbow Tourbillon more than jewelry. It's also a technical achievement. For Mayweather, who already has countless gem-encrusted pieces, that combination of artistry and engineering explains why it holds a place in his collection. The price underscores its exclusivity. Valued at around $2 million, this isn't a watch built for the market. It's a creation fit for clients like Mayweather, who expect something unique, theatrical, and impossible to miss. Jacob & Co. themselves describe the Rainbow Tourbillon as a revolution in watch design, and Floyd's piece sits among the most extravagant ever made. In a collection where diamonds dominate nearly every watch, This one stands out for turning color into pure luxury. And while Mayweather has no shortage of flashy new brands, his next move proves he's just as interested in reshaping the classics as he is in pushing modern spectacle. Number 2. Patek Philippe Nautilus 5E723 112R. The Patek Philippe Nautilus 5/7/2012R 001 proves that even the most traditional Swiss houses can be pulled into Floyd Mayweather's world of excess. The Nautilus, originally designed by the legendary Gerald Genta, is already one of the most coveted sports watches ever made. But Floyd's version takes this icon and drenches it in gemstones, turning a classic into an object of sheer extravagance. Crafted in rose gold, the watch is wrapped in invisibly set diamonds across the case and bracelet, leaving no surface untouched. The bezel, however, steals the spotlight. It's lined with fiery Baguette-cut rubies, each one glowing in sharp contrast against the diamonds. The dial follows the same theme, with ruby hour markers highlighted by diamonds set between them. The result is a Nautilus that still holds its signature shape, but now radiates like a piece of fine jewelry. Pricing for pieces like this is never publicly shared, but auctions provide a clue. Similar gem-set Nautilus models have hammered for around $2.1 million, placing Floyd's ruby and diamond edition comfortably in the $2 million range. That makes it one of the most expensive Patek Philippe watches in private hands, a staggering leap from the steel models collectors line up to chase. For Mayweather, it's another power move, wearing a watch that blends one of the most respected names in hot horology with a level of flamboyance few would dare to request. The Nautilus is revered for its history and design, but in Floyd's collection, it becomes a canvas for maximalism. And yet, even this ruby-encrusted masterpiece is only the prelude to the final and most outrageous watch in his entire lineup. Number 1. Jacob & Co., the Billionaire. Floyd Mayweather's crown jewel is the Jacob & Co. Billionaire, a watch so outrageous it almost redefines the word luxury. Valued at a staggering $18 million, this timepiece is the peak of excess, perfectly tailored to Mayweather's reputation for living larger than life. Every inch of its white gold case and bracelet is smothered in diamonds, 260 carats to be exact. Not just any diamonds either. These are emerald-cut stones, many of them flawless, with some weighing a massive 3 carats each. They've been cut and placed so precisely they form a seamless, glittering surface, almost like a wall of light strapped to the wrist. But the brilliance doesn't stop at the exterior. The watch's skeletonized dial exposes a complex manual wind tourbillon movement, engineered with a 72-hour power reserve. It's a piece of horology that marries raw technical brilliance with jaw-dropping extravagance. The open dial creates the sense that time itself is floating amid a storm of diamonds. This isn't a watch you simply wear. It's one that commands the room. Under the spotlight of a casino, the Billionaire would outshine everything else, a beacon of wealth and spectacle. The name fits perfectly because it speaks to more than ownership. It's about domination, much like Mayweather's undefeated 50-0 record in the ring. Just as no opponent ever left victorious, no other watch in his collection surpasses this one in opulence. It's the undisputed heavyweight champion of luxury watches. And in Mayweather's world, it proves the fight for extravagance is already over. And that wraps up Floyd Mayweather's mind-blowing $100 million watch collection. Proof that for him, time really is money. If you enjoyed exploring these over-the-top timepieces, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more stories of insane luxury and jaw-dropping collections coming your way, so stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.